me and to thousands of other men and women in this country, this is the number of homeless veterans in 2008. 10% of all homeless veterans are women. 7,400 homeless veterans fought in Iraq, and 47% of homeless veterans are from Vietnam. 1/3 of the entire homeless population in the United States are veterans. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes. Okay? Now imagine you're a young soldier returning home from Iraq. You are beginning the first stages of PTSD, and you are suffering from a drug and alcohol addiction. You have to go move in with your parents because you can't afford your own apartment because you lost your job. The next month, your parents kick you out because they can't handle the stress and anxiety of your PTSD and the violence that you are just shooting towards them because they can't understand what you're going through. You then go move in with a friend and repeat the same process. This happens 3 more times with 3 different friends. You end up homeless, living on the street under a bridge in the middle of downtown Atlanta. You are lonely, cold, and you feel like no one is there to help you. Okay, open your eyes. The scenario I just described to you is a typical scenario for a homeless veteran. 40% of all homeless veterans suffer from a mental illness, and 70% suffer from alcohol or drug addictions. Many homeless veterans become homeless because they feel a sense of abandonment because none of their family or friends that they used to be able to connect to can quite understand the previous experiences that they had when fighting in the war. Drug addictions and alcohol abuse are also another way that they use drugs and alcohol to cope and subside their pain of the like flashbacks and memories of the war that they are having. Even though these men and women oftentimes have drug abuse problems and are very violent and suffer from PTSD, they all deserve a second chance. Eric Shinseki is the new Veterans Affairs officer, department person, and he has issued a 5-year plan in which he plans to end homelessness among veterans in 5 years. He is setting aside $3 billion towards the Homeless Veterans Society to build shelters and to help with medical assistance. Horses for Homeless Heroes is an organization that my interviewee, Baleu Alimeo, who is an African-American veteran who fought in the Vietnam War. He has started this program because he was once a homeless veteran and he feels like he knows what it's like to not be able to connect to someone. Horses often are used for people who are disabled or suffering from a mental illness to connect to them because people feel like the horses understand them and are gentle with them and don't judge what their past is. Another part of Mr. Shinseki's plan is to start educational programs for homeless veterans, not only with college but in vocational programs, because he knows that college is such a large step for some homeless veterans, and that it would be easier to get them on their feet with a vocational program. Whenever a homeless veteran enters a program like Horses for Homeless Heroes or Heroes for the Homeless or any of the other programs that Mr. Shinseki has created, they are walking towards a better life. They are improving their standards of living, and they are recovering from PTSD and their drug addictions and everything else that leads them to become homeless, and they are reconnecting with their families. From this project, I have learned to appreciate from this presentation to appreciate yours too. And think about the next time you say, oh, I can't wait to get out of Canton, that at least you have a home to live in, where there are people who are suffering from things that we can't even comprehend as teenagers, who are living under a bridge in the rain and cold, and it's just they're in such a worse off situation. So I want you all to think about that today and realize what a wonderful life you do have, and be positive and be thankful for your parents and your home and the people you have surrounding you.